Senegal to Sugar Hill, trace the bloodline. 100 years of brilliance through the color line. They thought the shackles broke but kept the mental chain. Langston penned the future while they legislated pain. Harlem's ballrooms birthed the cosmos in mahogany, while lynching trees still decorated southern botany. Josephine, Waker's pearls, and Garvey's Navy ships. Du Bois debating destiny with scholarship on his lips. The Renaissance was a renaissance of West resistance, fam. Every trumpet blast from Armstrong was a battering ram. They gave us minstrel shows, we gave them Sora Neal. Turned depression into art, made the fabricated real. Cotton Club excluded us from tables that we set. To form the Deanest Nightly, never free from the debt. But Bessie Smith could shatter glass, shatter cash, shatter lies. Every note she sang contained a revolution in the sky. Build temples from the rubble, make cathedrals from the struggle. Turn the margins to the center, now they study what we scribble. We build temples from the rubble, every generation double the inheritance of genius that they tried to keep us from. Fast forward through the decades, watch the pattern reassemble. Malcolm speeches, Martin's marches, every voice begins to tremble to the earth until the structure shows its fractures. FBI was tracking every coon with every pastor, every actor. 40 acres never came but 40 minutes on a stage. To reconvene your consciousness and channelize the rage. From bebop to hip-hop, the fool lines mathematical. Each generation weaponized the beautiful, the radical. They gave us Reagan out as crack and mass incarceration. We gave them Public Enemy and blueprints for liberation. The Harlem Renaissance never ended, just evolved its form. Every freestyle cipher is a brainstorm, is a storm. Where the children of the talented, the tenth that the was prophesied, inherit the fire that the water couldn't wash aside. They tried to write us out the narrative. We offered all on text, 100 years of proof, and that we're destined where was next. Temples from the rubble, make cathedrals from the struggle. Turn the largest to the center, now they study what we scribble. We built temples from the rubble, every generation double the inheritance of genius that they tried to keep us from.
Man, tell me about it. That was all bad. That was all bad. Man, shit. Okay, here we are, man. Here I am. There y'all are, man. Let's get it in. I swear to, I'll be quick to say, man, they fucking with me. No, it's probably something I did wrong. It's something I did wrong for sure. For sure. All right, so, I'll take that one. I'll take that one on the chin. Let's get it in. And, hey, welcome back, everybody. All right, here I am, and there you are. I'm doing too much on this thing, man. I got to learn what the fuck I'm doing to keep this shit from going bad on me. What up with it, David? Donald Davis, man. Everything is everything. You said, what up, bub, man? What up, right back to you. Good to see you up in here, man. Let's get this shit up and running, because I'm telling you, the more, hey, man, I try to do to make this shit even better for us, I'm telling you, the more complications I run into. And that's fine. That's fine. No problem. No problemento, man. I'm up in this shit regardless. All right, what the fuck is this? Okay, cool. All right, let's get this up in here, man. This is some crazy shit. And it's steady acting up. Crazy, man. Stop that screen. Boom. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. I want to drop this on us, man. Like I said, this is the new intro, outro. And y'all let me know what y'all think. I think I need to take a consensus in terms of where do we drop this thing with the intro and outro? Because I'm telling you, it's fire. It's going to be everything I'm saying it is, plus some. Trust me on that. Fuck. I mean, it's always something, but that's fine. I got it. All right, here we go, man. Let's do this, man. Shit. I swear this shit is crazy. Okay, boom. Let's bring it in. Let's bring it in. All right. There's no video just yet. There's no video yet, but listen. It's the new intro, outro. We're going to find out what part is best for us. How are we going to push this? What? All right, hold on. All right, I hear y'all ain't hearing it. Hold on. Oh, hold on, everybody. Let me know if y'all hearing this. Had a whole lot of problems today. Oh my God, this some bullshit. I ain't feeling this at all. No volume. All right, all right, all right, all right. I'm telling you, anytime something good. Okay, hold on, let me go back to the make sure. Volume. No volume? I don't know what the problem is here. All right, y'all, hold on. They're not letting me play it, man. Damn. Oh, hold up. We're gonna stop that. It should be volume, man. I heard there ain't no volume. I don't know why that's happening. All right, hold on, y'all. I don't know what the fuck. See, I'm telling you, that's crazy. No volume? Oh my God. All right, let's try this. Sorry about that, y'all. Trying to make it happen. This motherfucker here is acting to the fuck up.
Wake up, black people, look around and see. The war ain't overseas, it's right in our streets, young kids. Wake up, black people.
Any volume?
This is not a song.
Came in?
This is a
All right.
warning.
Y'all check this out. I'm
This
saying
is for
good
every
shit like
black
that, you
mother
always gonna have a problem. But they
who
ain't gonna
buried
hear
a
this shit.
child. Every black child who never got the chance to become great. Every elder who remembers when the community stood together. And above all, this is dedicated to the black woman. The first teacher, the first nurturer, the first protector, the foundation of the family. Without a sacrifice, without a strength, without a love, yeah, many of us wouldn't be here today. Wake up, black people. Wake up, black people. Wake up, black people, look around and see. The war ain't overseas, it's right in our streets. Young kings killing kings before they 23. Then another mother crying on the evening news feed. Another little baby growing up without a dad. Another young sister carrying trauma from the past. Another grandmother praying while she holding back tears, watching violence multiply year after year. We scream for justice when the world does us wrong, but how we gonna rise if we destroy our own? Every funeral, another dream laid to rest. Every casket, another wound in the community's chest. The ancestors didn't survive for us to die like this. Didn't fight through oppression for us to live like this. Somewhere we lost the code, somewhere we lost the way. And if we don't change now, what future can we save? Wake up, black people. The babies need us now. Wake up, black people. The mothers need us now. Protect our women, protect our children, protect our elders. Let's rebuild our village. Wake up, black people. Yeah. Wake up, black people. verse for the black woman, the queen of the household, the backbone, the survival, the one who carried generations through the darkest trials. When the world was cold, she was the warmth. When the family broke, she held the form. When fathers were absent, she carried the weight. Working 2 jobs, still putting food on plates. Who taught us our first words? Who wiped away our tears? Who prayed over our beds and fought away our fear? The black woman deserves protection and respect, not abuse, not neglect, not betrayal, not disrespect. If she suffers,
The family suffers.
if the family suffers,
The community suffers.
and if the community suffers,
The future suffers.
so every real man listening, honor your mother, protect your daughter, love your sister, cherish your wife. Because a community that protects its women, protects its future.
Wake up, black people.
The babies need us now.
Wake up, black people.
The mothers need us now. Protect our women, protect our children, protect our elders. Let's rebuild our village.
Wake up, black people.
Wake up, black people. To the young brothers carry anger inside. I understand the pain, but don't let it decide. Who you become or who you leave behind. Don't trade your whole future for one reckless night. To the young sisters chasing money at any cost, don't help destroy the same community we've lost. A setup for a robbery ain't worth a human soul. One decision can create damage nobody controls. To the elders, we need your guidance. To the teachers, we need your knowledge. To the fathers, we need your presence. To the mothers, we need your wisdom. The village has to come back. The unity has to return, because the next generation is watching everything we do. No more funerals, no more burying babies, no more mothers crying, no more communities breaking. Lift your brother, lift your sister, lift your people, lift each other. No more hate, no more division. It's time for healing, it's time for vision. Imagine the future where the children feel safe, where every young king understands his place, where every young queen knows her worth and power, where unity grows stronger every hour. Imagine neighborhoods building businesses again, families creating wealth instead of visiting pens. Imagine fathers at home teaching sons how to lead, and mothers being honored for the lives that they see. Imagine elders respected every place they go, passing down wisdom only experience can know. Imagine black people standing together once more, not perfect, but united at the core. That's the dream, not destruction, not division, but healing, building, growing, living. Because our story ain't over, and our greatest chapter can still be written.
Wake up, black people.
The future calling, wake up, black people.
Wake up, black people.
The ancestors watching, pop, protect our women, protect our children, protect our elders. Let's rebuild our village.
Wake up,
Wake up, black people. Stand up, black people. Wake up. Rise up, black people. Wake up, before it's too late. Wake up, black people. Before it's too late. Yeah. This is not a song. This is a warning. This is for every black mother who buried a child. Yeah. Every black child who never got the chance to become great. Every elder who remembers when the community stood together. And above all, this is dedicated to the black woman. The first teacher, the first nurturer, the first protector, the foundation of the family. Without a sacrifice, without a strength, without a love, many of us wouldn't be here today. Wake up, black people. Wake up, black people. Look, the ground and sea, the war ain't overseas. It's right in our streets. Young kings killing kings before they 23. Then another mother crying on the evening news feed. Another little baby growing up without a dad. Another young sister carrying trauma from the past. Another grandmother praying while she holding back tears, watching violence multiply year after year. We scream for justice when the world does us wrong, but how we gonna rise if we destroy our own? Every funeral, another dream laid to rest. Every casket, another wound in the...
Wake up!
All right. That's the new Get Down, y'all. We're going to chop that thing up. We're going to have an intro and outro for that. That's our new theme song for the next 6 months or however long. We think it's important to always, man, just bring something new to the table. And again, I send a shout out to my loved one, man, and K, man, for doing that, man. He didn't have to do that. He thought of us, not just the podcast, but us. He did that. Those are his words. That's not AI. You know, I'm pretty sure in some respect they, put it together, but all his lyrics, those are his. He said, man, this for you, this for the podcast, man, the people. And I just had to drop that to y'all even before I'm finished with it. There's going to be a video attached to it. You got to know. We're going to make that shit do what it's supposed to do. Let me know what y'all think about that, man. I'm telling you, when I first heard it, it shook me. And it I was about to say, take a lot to shake me, man, but the people shake me. The people move me. You know what I mean? I got to admit that. When I heard that, man, I just knew, man, my core knew, my spirit knew this the new theme song. This the new theme song. We're going to chop that thing up. I might run it again. If everybody say run it again before we close out, I'll run it again for the next. It's 7 minutes long. So just know we're going to take out 1 minute 45 seconds for the intro, 1 minute 45 for the outro. But the best parts of that is what we're going to instill when we come up on this Get Down, man, called Under the Groove TV, Under the Groove Podcast. That's going to be the theme song. That's the intro, outro. Let's work on that. Let me know what y'all think about that, man. I'm telling you, I've been holding on to it for like 4 days now. He sent it to me last week. And I'm telling you, everywhere I went, that's all I played. That's all I played. I even exposed it to my loved ones. What y'all think? I'm telling you, man, that shit touches. It hits. It hits. It resonates with the people. Especially, even if you in what you in. When you hear it, I'm telling you, it's a call to action. That CTA that most of these podcasters go after and all that, it's a call to action, though, outside of social media. You know what I mean? We're going to use it to get it out there to the people. But, I mean, it's for, the public, our community. They got to hear this shit, man, because I think it ignites that flame. It's going to make it bigger. It's going to make it burn brighter. And brothers and sisters, we're going to answer the call. That's what I think. That's what I think. So let me know what y'all think about that Get Down, man. I have to admit that, I don't know if y'all feel like I feel it, but I feel it. That motherfucker is fire. Excuse my language, but that's how I feel about it. All right. Again, man, what's up with you, Donald Davis, man? He said, what up, brother Bud, man? Likewise, man, peace and prosperity to you and the fam, bro. Tell me what you think about that Get Down right now. If I need to play it again, y'all let me know so y'all can hear it again, because I'm telling you, it's explosive. All right. Appreciate you in this Get Down, though, Donald. All right, Raymond Scott, what it do, man? Peace and prosperity to you and the family, man, as well as the Rays. I tapped in today with Crazo tapped in with me today, man. And again, I said happy belated Father's Day to all you brothers, you men and kings, man, who do what you do every day. Every day. Ain't no specific day, one day set to the side for you brothers. Y'all in this shit all day, every day. I send mines out, my love and respect to each and every one of you. Crazo tapped in, man. And I tapped in with Crazo Raymond Scott, just so you know. And I say, man, let's get together. Let's talk. Let's sit down. I would love to get myself, him and Spark, Lala from East Coast, a couple more heads, man. You know what I mean? and let's do what it do, man. This is our time, man. If we keep wasting time, we ain't gonna have it, man. It's gonna just go away. You know what I mean? So I think that Crazo tapping in means something. You know, everything happens for a reason. We just got to be mindful of it, and then how to go about making that thing come, you know, making it work for us. You know what I mean? Whatever that is, you know what I mean? We want to get something positive from it, man. Just on the fact that he tapped in with me, man, I think that there's something positive in that. And I'm tapping in with bro, man. And at the same time, I'm saying, hey, man, holla at Spark. Let's get together. The time is now. All right. Appreciate you in here, though, Raymond Skull. All love and respect, bro. You say peace and blessings, bub. Happy belated Father's Day to you. Salute to the kings and queens in RGC. Hey, B1 equals black first. Y'all don't, man. Yeah, y'all know. We got to get others to understand how serious this shit is, man. People starting to look at this thing, you know, whatever's going on. They call it a boycott, a ban, you know, a blackout. I say, man, it's about blackness, period, point blank. It ain't about no racism. We don't give a fuck about you. We never been like that per se. You know what I mean? For real, for real. But I think we're coming into this thing where we're starting to understand, man, hey, man, it's our time. It's our time. And if they want to attach racism to that, then so be it. You know, I don't know how they figure that or, you know, calculate it up to that or determine that's what it is when they do it with their own people. You know what I mean? They spend dollars with their people. And that go for all demographics. That's what they do. So when we decide to do it, how is it labeled racism? We got to be mindful of how they play these games with us. And that's even, that would involve or include or point to those who are the model minorities who try to play against our intelligence. You know, we're not no dumb folk, man, in spite of what they think or what they've been told about us. You know, it's for the betterment of black people, man. So I say stay the course. I say, man, in terms of how we dealing with Asians, let's be realistic, y'all. They're not the first ones to do what's been done to us. There are other demographics who do this same shit to us, but we're not boycotting them. That don't make sense to me. It don't make sense. You know, you have Mexicans, Hispanics, you have tethers, other black people who migrate here who do the same shit. You have whites. They all do the same thing. And in fact, when we look at how this shit is really going, the cities that we reside in, the city councils, the city assembly, the mayor and above, the police, they all do this to us. They've been killing us before the Asians. If we're going to do this, what we're talking about doing, it should encompass every single one of them who do this to us. Let's not be selective. Last week, I used the word subjective. Let me rephrase that. Let's not be selective, man. You know, let's be all encompassing. If you're doing this to our people, then we need to say to each and every one of you who do this to our people, whether you have a hand in it or not, whatever the system is that's doing it, hey, man, you got to get it too. You got to get it too. Yeah, let's give it to the Asians, but let's give it to the Mexicans, Hispanics. Let's give it to the tethers. Let's give it to the white, you know, that supremacy thing, right? Let's be real, man. Let's be real, man. If we're not attacking them, all of them on all fronts, we playing games, you know? So, hey, there that is, man. I just want to say that right quick. Let's be real with our get down, man. Let's not like, hey, we don't want nobody to think we know fools, man. We know fools. Asians are just the poster boys, but for real, they not the real culprit. They just follow suit. And all the others, they follow suit in terms of white supremacy. If we're going to boycott, ban, black out Asians, we should do it to the Mexicans too, the tethers too, and the white supremacy construct. I mean, from the fucking city hall on down. Hey, man, we just go nothing but black. Let's be 100, man. See, because we're really not putting a dent in nothing if we just going after the Asians. the system still exists. The system still eating on us. It's still eating on us. If we're going to do this shit, let's do it. Let's do it for real. That's my suggestion. That's my point of view. Let's not play ourselves, man. We're being selective, man. And I'm telling y'all that as far as we know, that's a ploy or plot to keep us distracted. Furthermore, the real culprit, man, is the ones who got these motherfuckers, the Asians, the Mexican, anybody else doing what they do to us. Them is the ones. We get them all. Our dollar's going to be spent with just us. And let's see how y'all like that shit. Ain't nothing racist about that. Because like I said, all demographics do it anyway. The Asians spend with Asians. They keep their money in their community. The Mexicans do it. They keep their money in the community. The Jews do it. They keep their money in the community. The whites do it, which are the same as Jews, if you ask me. But, you know, that's what they do. So we want to subjugate, or we want to be selective about Asians. Hey, man, the city employ motherfuckers who kill us every day. Every day. Not only kill us, murder us, but discriminate against us, racially profile us. Systemic racism is in the system. How are we not attacking the whole system? That's all I'm saying. Think about it, man. All right, we're going to do this shit. Let's be 100, man. Let's be 100. Let's not let anyone think they playing us when we know the business. We know y'all see y'all flunkies, the Asians, the Mexicans, and others, you know what I'm saying, to keep us, you know, below, you know, under wraps. We know how that shit go. Hey, man, let's, all of them deserve the same treatment that we call ourselves giving the Asians. When they talk about Target, Walmart, hey, man, for real, all of them. We find our people who have established businesses, be it gas stations, supermarkets, what have you. Hey, man, this shit is bigger than what we think it is. It's bigger than what we think it is. They got us focused on these motherfucking Asians, man, these Buddha heads. They're not the problem. They're part of the problem. There's so many others besides them. If we're going to attack them, and I don't mean that in the physical form or the physical sense, but financially, and it's not necessarily attack. It's us saying, you know what? We're better off spending our money with each other. If we do that to them, the Asians, we should very well do it to the Mexicans, Latinos, tethers, black people that look like us but ain't with us, and Jews / Caucasians. Let's be 100, man. Fuck this selective shit. All of them get it. We take our dollars and we spend our dollars amongst ourselves. This is how we get control of that $2 trillion, you know, expenditure that we exercise annually. We get control of it, man, by shutting everybody down. And with that, man, comes our power politically. We always talk about the vote and this, that. I'm going to tell you what helps the vote, man. Finances. It helps the political party, you know, or power. If we running our money, we have our finances intact, you know, or we controlling it, then we can negotiate politically. We have to start thinking in terms of that, man. Us attacking, and again, I keep saying attacking, but let me correct myself. It's not an attack on the Asians. You know, this is being done because I think we're motivated by love for our people. We're tired of seeing what's going on with our people, but it don't stop and start with the Asians. It just doesn't. It's all encompassing. How do we beat this? We shut them all down, man. And as a result of that, then we begin to use our leverage. That's leverage, financially as well as politically. And we use it to our advantage, man. Straight up. We use it to our advantage. We say, hey, man, Karen Bass, anybody else, on the city council, that's nah, if y'all ain't with the business, nah, we're gonna show you better. We can tell you. That's what we're supposed to be doing. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Acknowledging that we know it's more than just the Asians. Again, that is, you know what I mean? How that shit go, man. Every year, Asians ain't killing us. They treat us despicably, disrespectfully, granted, right? But the Mexicans do that too. The whites who run everything do that all day, every day. Why are we not blacking out them as well? That's all I'm saying. Think about that shit, y'all. Let's go to the source. Let's start where we're doing this shit in such a way where City Hall feels it. And when City Hall feels it, then they can, get at the rest of the government, the hierarchy of the government, say, hey, they didn't woke up now. We're going to have to try a different tactic or something because they're not falling for this shit no more. That's what I'm saying, man. We create leverage by not spending with none of them. And I'm telling y'all, $2 trillion actually is more, but $2 trillion, man, that dictates shit, man. That dictates politics, bro. It will get rid of racism, especially in the system. That's what we got to be on, man. I say, yeah, get the Asians. But hey, man, at the same time, get the Mexicans, the Latinos, the tethers, and the white supremacy structure. Get all of them straight up. Let's not be selective, man. Let's be all inclusive. They learn that shit from them people up top. They supposed to get it. Them on the bottom supposed to get it just like them at the top supposed to get it. That's how we supposed to go at this thing. Let's not be foolish, man. Let's not be foolish. And they banking on that we're not going to see and understand that concept. That's what they bank on. That's what they sit up in these dark rooms and think about and talk about. Well, how far y'all think they're going to take it? Well, if we can make the Asians the scapegoat, then they won't see nobody else. They'll be distracted. Fuck that. It's all of them. We all know don't nobody love us, man. Stop playing with ourselves, y'all. All right. That song, though, let me get back to the point, speaks to every bit of that. Whether we talked about dollars in the trillions or whatever, in that song y'all just heard, what it speaks to, though, is the Black consciousness, man, in terms of unity and understanding what we're up against. We are by ourselves, man. Don't nobody got us. And I hate to say, no, I don't hate to say this. I have to acknowledge this. The FBAs may have a point. They may have a point. They hitting the nail on the head with a lot of shit. That's not to say I'm colluding or I'm on that side. I'm just saying I get what they're saying in terms of tethers, in terms of everybody else outside of who been here. We've been here. And yet, this is our station. This is our place in society at the bottom. It don't make sense. So in that respect, I get that. It's a lot about FBA I don't agree with. But the fact of the matter with them putting out the fact, with them saying, hey, man, this system is rigged against us. Everybody come before us. We got to mount up, come together. I agree with that. I agree with that. The only thing or issue I may have with the FBAs is that a lot of so-called boule or gatekeepers are aligning themselves with FBAs. And I think that's not healthy. That could be more detrimental than anything else. A lot of boule or so-called gatekeepers are aligning themselves with FBAs. We don't want to be in that. We want to be, hey, man, if you're not from the ground level, don't try to call nothing. Don't try to lead nothing or be, the face of something. The people, man, from the ground level should be the ones running any and all of this shit. Period, point blank. I've said enough on that. Tell me what your thoughts are. Again, let's get back to the new intro, outro. What do y'all think? If I should play it again, let me know. I'll play it again because I'm telling you, the song is powerful. I think a lot of us slept on the one that's already instilled on the podcast or the station. You know, when we're building, you know, temples from rubble, a lot of people ain't catching that, but that's fine. Let me know what you think about this new Get Down, y'all, because this is something I'm telling you to my core. The spirits is talking to me through this one more than the one before it and the one before it. Roxy did us one. It's called Savvy. That shit was fire. My brother-in-law did the next one, the one we play now, building temples off of rubble. Fire. This, those other two don't like, you know, it can't compare, you know? It does not compare. Let me know what y'all think about that Get Down, though. But yeah, y'all, if we're going to be on this shit, let's be on this shit for real. Let's quit playing. Because they think we still playing. Even though this blackout, just saying, hey, we're eradicating Asian businesses from the community one by one, or however many number, we're doing it every day. Fine. But a lot of them don't really take us serious. And that's because a lot of our people are not on code. We have a lot of our people, and it's sad, but it is what it is. They're going against the grain. They're not on code, you know? And all we have to do is not, you know, really focus on that. Just remember who they are. So when shit change, because it will, we remember them. And they got to start from the bottom up, man. They can't just, hey, man, you know, here we are at this crossroads where what we're doing or attempting to do is to empower. It's to empower us in our communities. And anytime we see a Black person who's been here, or family whose family has been here for generations, way before the 60s, the 50s, and the 40s, you know what I mean? Going against code, that's a problem. We should expect that from Cuban Americans and others who come from across the water, the Atlantic or the Caribbean. We should expect that. They don't have the same experience. They don't really respect what we've offered, what we've contributed to society, so that they could come in and win. You know, so let's stay on point, man. Let's get this shit done like we supposed to. All right, that's all I want to say about that. All right, Down, you say same to you, bro, and I am chilling, bub. Likewise, bro. Raymond Skull says, hey, man, listen, our unity would be instrumental in this fight, and we'd really have to do this together for this system to be impacted by our stance. That's what I'm saying. So not only that, though, Raymond Skull, that we need to be unified, absolutely, but our approach in terms of breaking systemic racism and all that we know exists, and it exists because, you know, to keep us, hold us back. Everybody that would partake in that systemic situation, everybody, let's not be selective. Let's confront it all, though, to our betterment, our empowerment, rather than act like, oh, it's just them. It's all of them. It's all of them. And when we get to the point where we realize that it's all of them, we'll come together, man. We'll start to bond even better, even greatly, more greatly. And we see everybody for who they are. It's part of the system that's rigged against us. You know? That's what it is, I think. For us to impact it, yeah, we got to be together. But at the same time, our attack should be all-encompassing. It shouldn't just be the Asians, man. It should be everybody that we know is against us, have done harm to us, are prejudiced to us, has racism, hatred for us. We're not supposed to leave nobody out the equation when we know what the equation is. If we do that, then it don't add up. And I think that's part of the problem. We're leaving out shit to this equation to make it math. It's not mathing up because we're not doing the math right. We're not seeing the numbers. We're not understanding the equation in its fullest sense. If we did, this shit would math up and it wouldn't just be the Asians. It'd be each and every one of them. Straight up. Straight up, bro. You know? Donald said, man, no, we can't hear, brother. Okay, I hope I corrected that. I got confirmation that it did come in eventually. And again, y'all, my apologies. I swear on you, I don't know what the fuck was going on. I'm like, yeah, okay, the fix is in. But, you know, again, it was probably more me than the system. But it was up and running. And if you guys think we should run it again, let me know. I think it's very impactful. It's very powerful. You know? Anyway, Remsco says, man, as a collective, can we exercise discipline, patience, abstinence, and strength? We have to resist the way our great leaders of the civil rights era did. If you listen to that song, that new shit I just dropped, it speaks exactly what you just said. Their sacrifices shouldn't be for nothing, you know? And they put it all in, man, you know? A lot of us think to this day that, hey, man, we'd have done shit differently. We would have met violence with violence. In that day and age, for whatever reason, that wasn't the case. We get it. And as a result, they got some shit done, but it really didn't change the system. You know, most of us understand that. It's our time now, man. It's our time now. And I'm not talking about those who coming behind us, man, because they don't really know. But for those of us who know the history, who are in this moment right now, it's our time now to set the precedent, to create, you know what I'm saying, the knowledge and understanding for those coming up behind us so that they know how to function and how to get it in. You know? That's not to say disregard who came before us. No, we always want to utilize past knowledge and wisdom. You want to apply it, but you want to apply it to what we know to be the circumstance or situation today, because what was back then in terms of how that system worked might be tweaked a bit. You know what I mean? It may be tweaked a little bit. It may not be the same system we see taking place today that was happening back then. So in that regard, yeah, man, we got to be on point. We got to address it and, you know, deal with it at that level that is, you know, getting at us on. You know, we can't think like our ancestors did, you know, because what they did from back in that times worked for that. It's 2026 and shit is still the same. Nothing's changed. So that means we had to elevate our get down, man, in terms of how we go about dealing with this society, man, and how it sees us, treats us, respects us. You know, that's what it is. Let's be 100, you know. Appreciate you though, bro. All right, Antonio, I see you, bro. Peace and prosperity. And salute. Poke, what it do, man? Poke said, man, what it do, bub? I pray your Father's Day was spent in care and love. It's the only thing left. Hello, UTG, RGC, focused on the focus. My yesterday was superb. And I say this for every one of us who are not only fathers, but grandfathers, man, are well on their way to be that. This is every day, man. This is every day. This ain't just June 21st or however them days, you know, how they evolve like that. This is every day, man. Especially for those who are conscious, who understands, you know, the seriousness and the severity of being there rather than not. So we're not there, man. The consequence is severe for those coming up on us or behind us. They're not, hey, man, they're going to be missing a whole lot of shit. That's severe, bro. They're not going to be laced, prepared, or able to deal with what is in place and what's coming down the pipes at them. So all you brothers who are fathers, kings, gods, uncles, hey man, this is every day. This is every day we deal with this shit. No doubt about that. Just like mothers, you're going to give a black woman one day of the month, like giving them Black History one day in a month, in a year. Mother, hey, man, quit playing with us. This every day with us. And the sooner we understand that, we get that. We embrace that. That shit they talking about, hey, every June, is Father's Day, one day in the month. Every May is Mother's Day, one day in the month. Every year, February. No, man, we're not having none of that. We all day, every day. 365, maybe 66, depending on how the leap year happen. Every day, all day, them people. Straight up. We got to get from under this grass, this spell we under, man. Every day. Got sons, man, they every day. Daughters, they're every day. Mothers and fathers, every day. They don't get a break. They can't sit back and say, one time in a year, I get to get, I'm being paid homage. I can sell. No, man, because every day of the year, that's who they are. Come on, man. What the fuck? Stop playing ourselves, man. Stop letting them play us. Real spit, man. All these holidays they just established. That's some bullshit, man. That's bullshit. Those are distractions when the fact of the matter is we every day. Mothers every day without fathers. Fathers every day without mothers. They don't get a break. There's no day off. Nah, man. All this shit is a distraction, man. All these holidays, Christmases, and all that. What we going? Nah, man, we gotta stop this shit, man. They playing us, and for the most part, we all know it. What are we gonna do about it? What are we gonna do about it? All right, I see you, Rakufu. Word for the day, man, is forbearance. Forbearance. Legal patience, the act of holding back, delaying action, or refusing to enforce a right immediately. That's the definition of forbearance. Legal patience, the act of holding back, delaying action, or refusing to enforce a right immediately. His forbearance showed discipline under pressure. All right, y'all? I think, man, that's another one, Rakufu. You're hitting the nail on the head. You're hitting the nail on the head, you guys. Listen, we can't be in no rush to do a motherfucking thing, especially if we ain't thinking about it first. We have to get the gist of what the fuck they throwing at us so we know how to deal with it. Again, they give us fathers, black men who go through it day in and day out, just like black women who, let's be 100, there's just double that. Every day they go through it. But they call themselves giving us a day out of a month, once a year, to pay homage, or to where our families say, oh, it's Father, let's pay him. No, motherfucker, this is every day. This is every day. Our mothers are mothers. A mother is every day, man. A father is every day. The fuck? Black history, the black contribution is every day. It's not once a month or a month in a 1 year. Motherfucker, this every day. And we've been doing this shit. We got to stop letting them play us, man. Straight up. So again, when I say, man, okay, yeah, we on them Asians, we supposed to be on all their necks. Straight up. Don't play, man. And they depending on us to play ourselves. And I'm telling y'all, as soon as we realize it, guess what they're going to do? They're going to come back behind themselves and say, oh, we'll give you more than a month. We'll give you more than a day to placate us, pacify us further. Fuck all that. We every day in this shit, man. We letting these motherfuckers tell us we only good for a day or a month in terms of what we go through, what we deal with, what we experience, not just in our own communities, but all those communities that surround us, that encases us. Man, we are encased. Shit, fuck that. Let's speak truth to power, y'all. Forbearance, legal patience, the act of holding back, delaying action, or refusing to enforce a right immediately. There's a reason for that. That means let's get our shit together, man, before we strike. Let's know what the fuck we striking for, why we striking. That's the gist of it. And all the rest is bullshit, y'all. Let them keep playing us, man. We know better. Nobody on the face of this planet know better than we do. Nobody. Even those who say they're God's chosen, they're liars. The crackers who think they run everything, they're liars. Those who want to be like the crackers, man, the Asians, the Mexicans, the tethers, they're all liars. Just straight up, man. Don't nobody know it like we know it. No one's been through it like we've been through it. We are the authority. How the fuck they telling us what the fuck to do? Or how to be? How to pay homage? Or commemorate who the fuck we are? That's some bullshit, man. And we biting. We got to stop biting into that shit, man. Clip that, you know? StreamYard, clip that shit. Rakufu said, man, this is the world you wanted, not patient. This is the word you wanted, not patient. In legal language, forbearance is the strong Black's Law Dictionary style word for patience and restraint. And we probably been exercising too much damn patience and way too much restraint. We should our cord should have been snapped. It should have been snapped 3 decades ago, 4 decades ago, 5. How far back you want me to go? We're exercising too much restraint. We're exercising too much patience. Hey, man. At what point do we say enough is enough? For real. Damn restraint, damn patience. It's time to act. It's time to fight back. And when I say that, I don't necessarily mean by or through arms. I mean here. We know everything, man, that's going on. We're not oblivious to none of this shit. The fact that we know is enough for us. Okay, goddamn, when are we going to act and fight back? The longer we continue to exercise patience and restraint, guess what? They're steady piling on the shit. And it becomes heavier and heavier to move, to get off our shoulders, because we've been too patient. We've exercised too much restraint. The shit becomes heavy. Clip that. Come on, man. Real spit, man. These people ain't playing no games with us, y'all. We use that terminology, oh man, they playing games. Yeah. For real, that is not the phrase to apply to what the hell they're doing to us. This is not a game to them. But because, our jargon, how we speak, they tend to think that we don't really know. We just use words like, but that might be part of the problem too. We're too patient to see if they understand where the hell we're coming from in terms of, hey man, we know what's happening. We just label it a game, but we know it ain't that. This is life and death. Well, damn, maybe we should change how we address shit and talk about shit, label shit, name shit. Do what they do. Do exactly what they do. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying. We're exercising too much patience. We're too willing to put into effect a restraint in terms of the actions and responses needed for the shit that's been done to us. Stop this shit, y'all. We are at war. Most of us don't know it. Most of us do not know that we are at war against everybody. A lot of you guys and sisters, you brothers and sisters are religious. You say you're God's children. Y'all are at war. The devil is trying to knock y'all down every day of the week. Every week in the month, every month in the year. This is what's been going on. I don't know about y'all. I don't know. But hey, man, I don't think that's permissible in terms of, scripture and how your God sees shit. We at war, man. These people ain't playing with us. Queen Nzinga said, wake up, black people, straight up. I love it. Be one. Polk said, man, Polk Mitchell Podcast TV, listening to each other is the greatest thing we can do because it brings needed understanding, and every life is different, which leaves no room for judgment. Be one. And it slew right back to you, Polk. That's just to start us listening. And most of us say this, okay, when do we stop talking and start building upon the exchanges and dialogue, conversations, and discussions we've had to improve our station, our status, that, to improve or to empower us? What do we, come on, man, there got to be something after all this talk. And I say this, or say it here often enough. Hey, man, the talking shit is good. It means something. It should go towards something, help to develop the psyche, the mentally, get us ready. But individually, okay, as well as collectively, when are we going to act? Especially for those of us who know the business. When are we going to act on this? When are we going to put any of this in effect? And it's a process. We're dealing with a process right now, and I think that I think it's we've handicapped ourselves because we want to subject, like I say, our selective mindset and approach to one demographic rather than everybody. After all the things we discussed, how is it not that we don't understand, we don't comprehend that it's all of them? And it makes no sense to go after one and not all of them. The apparatus, the program is still unaffected. They're just one percentage or one part of the whole get down, man. Where are we as a unit saying all of y'all have to be affected, have to be impacted by our actions as we are by y'all's? At what point do we stop talking and start acting? That's just important. Yeah, it's important to have these discussions, but it's more important, man, to be able to take what we talk about and utilize these discussions to our benefit, to where we are empowering ourselves. Real shit, man. Appreciate that, Pope. All right, Lisa, I see you. Folks say great message, man. Raymond Scholes said, man, that music was solid and it had a great message to our people. Polk Mitchell Podcast TV said, Bub, what makes the song great is that it is believable. Yeah. As much as it is something that's been experienced by us. That's what makes it believable. Yeah, we know this to be, a fact. You know what I mean? It ain't believable, but when you use the word believe, that's something contrary to what the experience is, what we've lived. Those are two different things. You know what I mean? The fact of the matter is that, yeah, man, we've lived this. We know this to be. We don't have to believe it. This is not a belief. This is an experience. It's what we live, man. And on that basis, man, hey, man, we supposed to be up in arms. And again, I don't necessarily mean with tools and shit. But yeah, but as well, psychologically and socially, attacking everything that we know that has been a hindrance or a hatred, of some form of discrimination or prosecution, persecution against us. We supposed to be on that shit. Not because we believe that this is what, no, motherfucker, we know this the business. Let's get it. Let's get it, man. Raymond Skull said, did Sparks ever tap in? No, I just tapped in with Crazo, and I'm gonna tap back in with him and try to set something up, man, because I think it's imperative, bro. This is necessary. I don't think we're taking advantage of this situation as much as we should. And I'm saying that by what I said, a minute ago about how we're being selective in terms of how we're dealing with Asians, when we know for a fact, man, other demographics have done us way worse. And we're not dealing with them. We're not boycotting, banning, protesting, blacking them out. That don't make sense. But yet them coming into this get out, man, or the thought is that if they come into this get out, and not just Sparks, not just Crazo, but our brothers, man, who from all over, we have to take advantage of this shit, man, because it's actually bigger than what we're talking about, man. An Asian blackout, man, it's way bigger than that, man. They ain't nothing but lackeys. They ain't nothing but lackeys, man. They're henchmen. They've been sent to do a job. Most of them are aware of, and then most of them are not. But those who sent them understand the get out. So this get out, man, got to be bigger than them, because it is. It really is, man. And so, brothers like Sparks, Crazo, and I can name other brothers from other areas, man. We are forced to be reckoned with, man. As soon as we understand or reckon that we are a force. When we reckon that we are a force, when we come into the realization that together we are a power, can't nobody do nothing to us, man, because we're not going to have it. We're going to be ahead of the curve, man. We're going to shut them down. They're going to feel the impact of our unity. But that can't happen until we decide that, hey, man, this is what needs to be done. When we decide that we come together as a unit to get shit done, that's when these changes will take place, and we'll be able to see them in real time. Clip that. Real spit, man. Donald Davis said, man, listen, man, Bub, I love that one. I'm glad to be here in the Get Down, Bub. Appreciate you here, bro. I'm going to play that thing again. Nobody said whether or not we should play it again. Again, let me know, because I think you need to be heard again. I'm telling y'all, man, listen, I've heard a lot of anthems, as we have, right? Most of us have. We've heard anthems, man, up to what the wazim. Them songs or those lyrics, man, they got soul in them that set us off, to give us them chills, that light the spark. Hey, man, this one right here is, in my opinion, above all those, because we're addressing the real issue. When some brothers talk shit about how we've been abused, misused, mistreated, murdered, blah, 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 we neglect to remember who got the short end of the stick before us, and who is getting it. Who is getting it in ways a lot of us can't comprehend, because a lot of us are not in that space. A lot of us haven't went to college like our women, our black women, and got these degrees, and yet they still are shut out. Our sisters, man, are first, period, point blank. Our mothers, our queens, our goddesses, our wives, they are first. What we're talking about is nothing if we're not talking about them first. You dig? That's just, yeah, man. You know, whether you agree or not, the truth of the matter is that they are first, figuratively and literally first. And we're doing them a disservice, man. So when we talk about brothers, you know, improving and bettering themselves, empowering themselves, we're putting the cart before the horse. You know, our sisters are first. They always have been. They've always been the lead and the strength, the example. Straight up, man. We ain't giving it to them first. We bullshitting. Stop worrying about us, man, and let's start focusing on our women. That's just me. That's just me. That get down, man. If you listen without interruption, you listen without distraction, take the beat out of it, listen to what's being said. We're talking about the black woman first and foremost, man. They are everything, man. And without them, we're done. We're done. You know, what they say, you know, we're done. Stick a fork in us. We're done. Trust that, man. Henry Sadello, what it do, low one? Say peace, brother Bub. Peace to the chat. Hope everyone's good this evening. One love to all. Right back to you. Peace and prosperity, bro. Good to see you up in here hanging out with us, you know. Good to see you as always. Rakufu said, man, if we boycott all of them, we have to be prepared to take our elders to black-owned markets to work, etc. Like Dr. King had a plan when they boycotted the bus services. That's the part. That's the point. That's the reality. And again, man, I'm telling you, man, for the most part, a lot of our sisters and brothers aren't ready to do that. That sacrifice is great. Great. But that's the sacrifice that would make this shit, would change everything, man. You know, again, when I was talking about those of us who are off code, they'll come on social media and they'll try to, damn, that's some sad shit, man. And then fuck the tethers. Fuck, you know, I ain't talking about the tethers. I'm talking about our people who are more than likely a part of this landscape, man, for generations upon generations upon generations, who are off code. That's some sad shit. So when we want to talk about boycotting, and I don't like the phrase because, like I said, I think it's bigger than that. It should be. If it's not ban, it should be bigger than a ban. It should be bigger than a blackout. It should be the eradication of other demographics who have established businesses in our community that don't benefit us, other than us going and spending money and getting a product that we pay way too much for, that's probably stale, outdated, or expired, whatever the case may be, whether they feeding us roadkill or whatever the case may be. The fact of the matter is this, man. We are allowing a situation or a system to exist because we're not on our game. That's just it, man. We not on our game. Get the fuck on our game. Get on our game. That's it. And if we on our game, whatever that takes, whatever that means, we're willing to do. The sacrifice, we got to take our elders to work, we take them to work. We got to take our kids, we take them to school. We got to pick them up, we pick them up. And we got to go 3 miles, 4 miles, 5 miles to spin black, then that's what we do. So if we're going to use the example of the Montgomery boycott, bus boycott, y'all got to understand what went down. They shut it all the way to the ground. And I'm just saying, hey, man, I think there's enough of us, but there's not enough of us to be on point like that. We want to shut it all the way down to where they don't benefit from it. And as a result, we start to think up things. We become creative. We find ways to get our people from A to fucking Z. Come what may. Rain, sleet, or snow. 100-degree heat. We gonna get our people to where they supposed to go. We've checked out from the dependency of the city, of the state, of the country, because we realize it doesn't serve us, y'all. I mean, how much longer? Again, when is enough enough? When are we gonna, tire of being fools? We'd be better off going about this thing our own way, like we were when they thought segregation was a hindrance to us. We have to segregate ourselves from these people, man, to get shit done. Trust to know that. Trust to know that. Whatever that sacrifice is, man. And that means, man, we got to stop. Okay, that little 30 minutes we kicking it with the homies and all the twisting up a blunt, to smoke and talk shit, all that lottering and shit, wherever. That shit goes out the window. We on game. We're on point. We got shit to do, man, because the people depend on it. We have to depend on each other. That's it, man. That's some real shit. Rakufa going to say, listen, I'm going to read it again. If we boycott all of them, we have to be prepared to take our elders to Black-owned markets to work, etc. Like Dr. King had a plan when they boycotted the bus services. People with cars have to get up early and take our elders to Black-owned stores miles away that don't have cars, etc. I didn't even read the whole part. I didn't even see that, but we on the same, that's the wavelength. This is where we're supposed to be psychologically, man, understanding that, hey, man, this calls for action. A CTA, they use that in social media, call to action. We got to start doing that shit, man. We got to start going out our way, reprogramming our day. We have to get up earlier in the morning to get our people to where they need to be, man. The real spit. Real spit. Henry Cedello said, man, I agree, Brother Bub. I've been saying we need to boycott several community businesses and not just focus on one. I mean, it makes sense. It's logical, y'all. Yeah, we know what Rick Child did. We understand what happened with the brother, man, Carmelo Anthony, Latasha Harlings, and all the others before them and after. But we're not dealing with them like that. Why we ain't dealing with them like that? Because all those losses we took wasn't by just Asians. Some of them were by our own hands. But the majority of them are by the establishment. Why haven't we blacked out the establishment? Why isn't City Hall on state TV saying the blacks have stopped spending their money? We have a problem. That should be the goal. That should be the goal, man. Shit, fuck that. Clip that. You know what I mean? Straight up, man. What it do, Smoke? Smoke, man, Miami, man. Chata said, man, top secret, man, banker's manual. Top secret banker's manual show you how to control politics, politicians, and cops. And listen, y'all, he just said what I'm saying. The dollar gets you that political power. Them motherfuckers have jumped through hoops for us with $2 trillion on the line. And they know we not spending them dollars with nobody but ourselves. They so greedy. It's capitalism that's in full effect. How can we serve y'all? You know, I mean, white supremacy might still be something that's in play, but they'll forget racism real quick because green is green. Yeah. Yeah. Green. Trust and know, man. All right, evening rising, bro. I see you, Smoke. Folks say I agree, bud. B60 man said perfect song for the times we're facing. Smoke said, man, they are trying to use these data centers and 5G towers for us to see our demise and future generations. Well, you know, it's 6G now. Trump said it himself. He said, I barely got used to 5G. They got 6G now? I don't know what to do. Yeah, the data centers, man. And listen, in terms of the data centers, they don't care what the people say, man. They building them mugs anyway. And the people are protesting, sitting, telling the city leaders, mayors, governors, we don't want data centers because how it affects the ecosystem, how it affects, you know, the climate. How, you know, man, them people ain't heard nothing. They like, no, they heard, man. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. I'm getting paid by big business. Corporations are paying me millions of dollars to push this through. This is what I'm going to do. Babbitt in Texas, I just saw him on the news with Fink. And Fink is the guy who runs BlackRock. You know, BlackRock, when you first heard about them, they was like in that military shit. You know what I mean? Them motherfuckers all in technology now and AI. You know? They into building AI. And they're telling people, listen, man, this is what we're going to need. We're going to need $10 trillion. This is some real shit, y'all. We're going to need $20 trillion by 2040. But we need 10 trillion right now in the next couple of years. And I hate to tell y'all this, but we're going to get that from your 401k, your pension funds, and whatnot. He said that shit. I just did a piece on that. You ain't take my word for it. Go check out the Art of Political Discourse. He's sitting with Babbitt, the governor of Texas, and the governor all in. So that only means he's getting paid because he's ignoring what the people say. This data center shit, this technology shit, it's not to benefit the people, man. It's just not. You know? And most of us don't understand that we supposed to be up in arms and willing to die for this shit because this shit is coming to existence to kill us. That's the craziest thing, or the craziest part about this thing. We know motherfuckers are out to kill us, and we're not trying to fight against dying. We're quick to kill each other off when we know at the same time they got shit in effect where they're killing us. Not that bullet pow, you know, immediately, but they got that too. But, you know, through this prolonged and slow death, and we like fully aware, and yet, oh well. Oh well. Come on, man. This shit, yeah. No, y'all, we got to get it together. We have to get it together. Are they going to kill us off, man, without a shot being fired? Real spit. The data centers, all this shit, all of them is in on this shit. You got people, y'all check the news out. So in Albania, in what they call one of the Balkan states, the people have risen up against the government, the prime minister, the whole party, all because Jared Kushner and Ivanka Trump went over there and spent $2.2 or $1.2 billion to build a luxury elite resort on a protected estuary where turtles and flamingos is protected land. The government sold them the land and the people got wind. They wasn't having none of that. They went and burned all that shit down, bro. They rose up. Initially, the police was stopping them, but then that shit got big. The police got out the way. Now the government said, oh, it's outside influences. It's the Iranians, you know. Come to find out, the Jews got a hand in this shit. The Jewish people got a hand in this shit, you know. So they went and burned down the Jewish embassy and everything. They like, man, y'all got to go. And I can't help but think that, wait a minute, this is supposed to be the home, the land of the free, home of the brave, where you don't tread on me. And them same people over here running roughshod on each and every one of us, not just us blacks. The Asians who doing their bidding don't even realize it, well, some of them do. The Mexicans, Latinos, man, the script, man, is so fucking rigged. It's scary. But we in America, we see Donald Trump and everybody related to him, allied with him. They get richer by the day, by the billions, not the millions, y'all. They make billions a day. And the people continue to suffer. Can't afford groceries, gas, pay utilities. We got people who are homeless. We got people who are suffering from mental health issues. We got, hey, man, you name it, it's going down. They're not concerned with none of this shit. And how the hell that don't tell us something? I'm just saying, man. All right, Chris, I see you up in there. B1, man, black first, right back to you. Smoke said, man, we can teach each other how to create gallons of water from thin air. I'm on that. We saw the whole thing. Me and my wife watched the whole get down. Not only that, but you can grow food without actually planting it in the ground. You know, hanging vegetables and fruits, you know. But the way they're rigging the system, again, you can't drink water out of the tap. You know, you can't. Too much sodium, too much fluoride, chloride. It's poison. The water is actually poison. And if it's not sanitized right, you're drinking toilet water, basically. And they're bottling it up. And they're telling you it's spring water. They're selling us water. Not just food. Water. What's next? We had this conversation. Air. There's about to be a commodity on the air we breathe. This is how far gone this shit is because we won't act. And I'm going to tell y'all something, black people. For all those who hate us, despise us, disrespect us, and kill us, they depend on us. All of them. They depend on us, the black man and woman. The black woman and man, they depend on us. Without us, they will cease to exist. Even some of the less melanated ones, it would only last so long. There's a power we possess, melanated people, that keep this shit going, man. We got to get on our game because we off our game, y'all. I have to say that. Raymond Scholes said, man, we are all important, but grabbing the attention of our youth seems to me as it would be our greatest challenge. Most are too gangster, too flashy, too cocky to even see what we're up against right now. I think that is half and half. I really do. And I don't know if I mentioned this last week, but I spoke to some of the young ones a week or so ago. These are active individuals. And I just had a conversation with them, a dialogue with them, Raymond Scholes, if you will, right? A dialogue. They not, man. These brothers, they don't want this shit, man. But what else is there to offer? Because this shit has been made to look like it's prosperous, it's beneficial. You know, I was able to talk to my young loved ones for an hour, held their attention, and I knew that was an anomaly because most of them, when they talk to older heads, what they call us, they check out like in 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Their minds be like, "Oh, this old motherfucker, you don't know what you're talking about. He ain't in these streets. He ain't did nothing. He ain't in." They don't realize that the streets developed the way they did because of the old motherfuckers who came before them. Clip that. You know what I'm saying? But I was able to talk to them, and I think that not all of them think that way, and not all of them are okay with where they are, you know, in their lives, you know, in terms of their futures. These young brothers want to live. These young sisters, they do want to live. You know, so I've always said, I've never thought our people to be expendable. No, we have the ignorant, and that's what they are for the most part. And I'm saying those shouldn't be just tossed to the wayside just because they're ignorant. And all that means is they don't know. Now, for those who know better and yet they too, yeah, man, get rid of their ass. Bye. You know? Bye. I've seen just recently on social media an old head out of the 40s talking gang shit, man. It made no sense. It made no sense. You could not have been that reputable dude back then and you still talking this shit right now. It didn't make any sense, man. You know? But the fact of the matter is we had those too. And those are the ones who are toxic. Those are the ones who are misleading, you know, and lacing our youth to think and do most of the shit they're thinking and doing. Those are the ones we got to get rid of. We got to knock them down, man. Get them out the fucking way. And I mean on every set. They exist. Crips, Bloods, Hoovers, I don't give a fuck. They exist, man. It shocked me to see this older brother talking the way he was talking. And it was beyond reckless. It was just detrimental to the people, period. The youth. The youth. Sad shit. Motherfuckers like that, man, knock them down. Get them out the way, man. They're in the way. The community will not be able to heal with them in the vicinity or anywhere in the community. The community is doomed if they continue or are allowed to continue to exist. That's us, you know, that's me talking, man. You know, this brother knocking a brother for wanting to be positive or bring positivity to his community because he go on a podcast that's affiliated that, you know, they come, you know, he was denounced and pretty much ordered a DP to be exacted on him for going to sit down and talk positivity. Them the motherfuckers we need to get rid of, man. Them the motherfuckers who are tainting the minds of our young brothers and sisters. This is why they continue to be on that link, that wavelength, that plane. But we got some motherfuckers, man, who are detrimental, man, to our people. Straight up. It shocked me, man. I thought of myself. I said, there's nowhere in the world. When I came home, man, I was 52, going on 53 years of age. I was going on 53. I came home in 52. And I cannot imagine myself coming home, being in that, or even to this day, being involved in that. I just couldn't. And yeah, man, before all that, before I couldn't imagine it no more, I was in the streets. So it shocked me to see this, man, coming from this brother who got to be every bit in his 50s. Man, somebody had to get him out the way. Shit. This is our problem. So I take what you said, man. Raymond Score, I hear you loud and clear. Again, I'll read that. We all are important, but grabbing the attention of our youth seems to me as it would be our greatest challenge. Most are too gangster, too flashy, too cocky to even see what we're up against right now. And I gave my opinion as to why that's so. Straight up. Poke Mitchell said, listen, man, Bub, it's always good to come back after missing a few days of UTG Live, and a needed light is shining on a great message, and hope that it penetrates more than an individual, but to a culture that needs to move on the same wavelength. UTG. Appreciate you, Poke. And then we need to, man, me and you and Bo Pete got to sit down, man. We got to stop talking about it and be about it. Real spit. Smoke said, man, Raymond Score, I think our obstacle with the youth is to change the culture to become more positive instead of proving how destructive they can be. So that means we combat against those who are trying to keep this shit up and running. We got to put in front of them what the benefit of going about their lives and their futures is, you know what I mean, as opposed to what the detriment to their lives and future is based on the course they're on. I agree wholeheartedly, Smoke. Yet we got to be able to put in front of them those obstacles or those distractions that they have from within the community. We got to place something in front of that to entice them the same way they're being enticed. That's really all it is, right? We got to do the work, man. This shit is imperative, man. I would hate to think we lose our momentum or an opportunity, man, to do better, not just for ourselves, but for our community, our young brothers and sisters, our children, the future of our people. You know, I hate to think that we lose this, man. Oh my God. Raymond Skull, man, said, listen, Bub, I feel in my soul that once we begin to unify, stop the black on black crime, we broadcast to the world, only then we'll get the respect of other people. Again, he said, Bub, I feel in my soul that once we begin to unify, stop the black on black crime, we broadcast to the world, the black on black crime, shit we do to each other, the world sees it. Real spit, bro. I hear you. I hear you. Once we stop that, I hear you. Only then we'll get the respect of other people. Me, you, Smoke, Poke, we agree. Yeah. But again, yeah, you know, we're fighting some elements in our community, man, that y'all, you know, I don't watch a lot of social media. I don't watch social media in that respect, the negativity. I get it sent to me every day. And the same characters are the problem because they propagate it. And they only do it because they see this as their only means of income, be it a side hustle or not. So they trying to extract as much from it as they can. This is why we see what we see taking place on social media. The Aunt Hefes, the Gumbies, and all these motherfuckers who take these falls and they wreck. But we got people in the background pushing this shit, the Adam 22s and others that push this shit, man. It's all bad, bro. And they say, well, the only reason you're talking about me, because I'm getting paid. Because you want to get paid like me. Nah, homie, I ain't on that. I really ain't. I'm really not. I don't ask people for a dime, man. You know, we're gonna get ours through YouTube. We're gonna get ours up like we supposed to, but on positivity. You cannot listen, man. A lot of these dudes, they try to mix oil with water, right? I see the shit, the play code. They'll attempt to mix oil with water to make it blend, to make it, stick or, gel or, just, be acceptable, right? Oil don't mix with water, bro. In other words, positivity cannot mix with negativity. They don't go together, But we got our brothers who are in this space, and they attempt to mix oil with water quite frequently, all the time. Hey, man, I can name them on this many fingers, right? And they'll do this shit, and in the same breath, they'll try to spit something positive about it. There's no such thing. You can't mix the two. But this is what they do, and I get why they do it. Like I said, man, the negative gonna outweigh the positive in this respect because that's the algorithm. But they do it for numbers. The more they get in terms of numbers, the bigger their check is. They selling out the people. I see this shit all the time. I'm not a part of that shit. I don't care about it. But these individuals, and you listen, man, I'm gonna tell you the only good thing about this shit is this, right quick. They all gonna get turned on their ear. Watch what I tell you. Each and every one of them. Because that's how karma work, right? I promise y'all, man. Each and every one, they're gonna fall. And it's gonna be based upon the negativity they pushing. Watch what I tell you. If you ain't already paying attention, y'all don't see the signs in the last year and a half, 2 years, how many brothers who were influencers, had followings, fail, took a hit. Pay attention, man. Pay attention. And that's why I think that I don't gotta say too much. Because the ancestors are handling it, the energy, the spirits, they'll deal with it. Trip off of it, man. Each and every they're under fire. Those who thought they was a shit was above reproach. They're all being questioned and being assailed, being contested, being disrespected because of that space. And this is why I don't say much about them, man, because I know it's gonna take care of itself, man. We just got to be ready, man, not to pick up the pieces, but to get in there and direct the people, man, in a whole nother direction. That's it. That's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. But listen, man. Okay, time is short. I'll see you up in there, Fat Rat Man. Time is short, y'all. All right, Fat Rat said, peace to you, and RGC, man. Just returned from the classroom of the Supreme Being, high science, and the wisdom that makes it plain. Big Bub, man, right back to you, Fat Rat. Right back to you, man. Hand them jewels off, man. Hand them gems and jewels off. It ain't got to be that we ain't got to hand the jewels and the gems off, homie. What did you learn that you could pass on to the people? That's all that matters. That's all that matters, bro. Yeah. And by the way, also, man, I see you poke up in there and tell me happy belated Father's Day, man. To each and every one of you brothers up in this get down. And like I say, man, that's every day for us. Whether we got kids who are not of age yet, or adults, or whether or not they're adults. We got grandkids, man. We are still father figures. So this is every day of the week. This ain't no one day in a month per year. Motherfucker, this is every day. Excuse my language. This is every day. That we don't play that role. We represent that shit. So peace and prosperity to each and every one of you brothers, man. And like I say, man, may the ancestors continue to bless each and every one of y'all. All right. Now, my home girl, Stephanie Macklin up in this motherfucker. Stephanie Macklin up in here. What's up, home queen? Good to see you up in there hanging out. She said, yes, times have changed, Bubble. Beyond our days, stay safe and blessed. Finger red number 1. Yes, ma'am. I hear you. Chris said, man, young people need to hit the books and get into something big. Anything in the medical field, electrical, or mechanical engineering field, or a big business. They need guidance and protection. And I'm going to tell you something. I think, man, for us, it should be our own business. It should be our people. And that's the thing. I think we have that knack to always create something of our own, get out, you know what I mean? And not be dependent on nobody. You know, again, we just been, we've been indoctrinated, conditioned, brainwashed, and we tend to go that route where it's easier, where we'll work for somebody else rather than ourselves. But we have the wherewithal, man, to whatever business we choose, we can run that shit. Motherfucker talking about AI, I guarantee y'all, man, there's at least 500,000, maybe 1 million black brothers and sisters who know the ins and outs of that shit. I guarantee you, man. I guarantee you that. We're innovators. We're creators, inventors, man. All we need is each other. That's it, So, yeah, man. Yeah, get into that. If y'all going to get into that, get into it. I suggest under your own volition. You create your own business. Don't go into business, man, with the man. Fuck that. That's my take on it. That's my take on it. All right, I want to play this thing one more time, man, and I'm going to chop out, man. I'm going to go on and cut it off. I got a lot to do. I've been busy today. I promise y'all, I've been really, 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 really busy helping one of the loved ones and dealing with some other shit on the back burner. I got one of the front burners going and the back burner going. It's going to be all good. And listen, man, shout out, man, to all my brothers, to all you brothers, you kings, you gods, in terms of, our peers and gender wise, they can't fuck with us, man, in no respect, in no aspect. We need to start exercising, man, just our confidence in ourselves and each other, man. Not to show nobody up, but to get on point and do what needs to be done or needs to do what's expected of us. Because know this, man, our queens, our goddesses, they expect us to be in that position where we protect them, man, and do for them, as they're doing for us. Work side by side with them. That's what we're supposed to be on, man. We ain't supposed to be on nothing else. To our brothers, man, out in these streets, man, doing what we do, it's time that shit stop, man. We must stop this behavior. We must stop this behavior. We're killing our kings, man. Young princes, before they could become kings, we are often our future, man. We got to stop that shit. And by any means necessary, I say, we got to stop that shit. Straight up. I want to play this thing one more time, y'all. It's going to be 7 minutes long. Once it's done, man, I love everybody, man, because I love myself. I love my wife. I love my family. I love the loved ones who I know are solid, real down-to-earth brothers and sisters. I love the fact that a lot of y'all come in here, man, and just hang out with us, man. Sometimes I ain't got to be talking about a damn thing, you know what I mean? But y'all hang out, man. I appreciate it. All right, so love yourselves, man. Love yourselves so that love can be extended to others. Take care of yourselves so that, that care of self can be extended to others. Whether or not they know they need it, man, it's there. All right. That being said, you are, you have been, and you will be under the groove. Power is in the people. Power is in the people, man. They can't give us nothing. We already got it. We already possess it. All right. That being said, I'm going to drop this one more time, man. Let's get it in. Man. Love each and every one of you. Have a great rest of your Monday night. if the spirits and the ancestors willing, see you tomorrow. All right. All love.
Black people, this is not a song. This is a warning. This is for every black mother who buried a child. Every black child who never got the chance to become great. Every elder who remembers when the community stood together. And above all, this is dedicated to the black woman. The first teacher, the first nurturer, the first protector, the foundation of the family. Without a sacrifice, without a strength, without a love, yeah, many of us wouldn't be here today. Wake up, black people. Wake up, black people, look around and see the war ain't overseas. It's right in our streets. Young kings killing kings before they 23. Then another mother crying on the evening news feed. Another little baby growing up without a dad. Another young sister carrying trauma from the past. Another grandmother praying while she holding back tears, watching violence multiply year after year. We scream for justice when the world does us wrong, but how we gonna rise if we destroy our own? Every funeral, another dream laid to rest. Every casket, another wound in the community's chest. The ancestors didn't survive for us to die like this. Didn't fight through oppression for us to live like this. Somewhere we lost the code, somewhere we lost the way. And if we don't change now, what future can we save?
Wake up, black people.
The babies need us now.
Wake up, black people.
The mothers need us now. Protect our women, protect our children, protect our elders. Let's rebuild our village.
Wake up, black people.
Yeah. Wake up, black people. This verse for the black woman, the queen of the household, the backbone, the survival, the one who carried generations through the darkest trials. When the world was cold, she was the one. When the family broke, she held the phone. When fathers were absent, she carried the weight. Working 2 jobs, still putting food on plates. Who taught us our first words? Who wiped away our tears? Who prayed over our beds and fought away our fear? The black woman deserves protection and respect, not abuse, not neglect, not betrayal, not disrespect. If she suffers,
The family suffers.
if the family suffers,
The community suffers.
and if the community suffers,
The future suffers.
so every real man listening, honor your mother, protect your daughter, love your sister, cherish your wife. Because a community that protects its women, protects its future.
Wake up, black people.
The babies need us now.
Wake up, black people.
The mothers need us now. Protect our women, protect our children, protect our elders. Let's rebuild our village.
Wake up, black people.
Wake up, black people. To the young brothers carry anger inside. I understand the pain, but don't let it decide who you become or who you leave behind. Don't trade your whole future for one reckless night. To the young sisters chasing money at any cost, don't help destroy the same community we've lost. A setup for a robbery ain't worth a human soul. One decision can create damage nobody controls. To the elders, we need your guidance. To the teachers, we need your knowledge. To the fathers, we need your presence. To the mothers, we need your wisdom. The village has to come back. The unity has to return, because the next generation is watching everything we do. No more funerals, no more burying babies, no more mothers crying, no more communities breaking. Lift your brother, lift your sister, lift your people, lift each other. No more hate, no more division. It's time for healing, it's time for vision. Imagine the future where the children feel safe, where every young king understands his place, where every young queen knows the worth and power, where unity grows stronger every hour. Imagine neighborhoods building businesses again, families creating wealth instead of visiting pens. Imagine fathers at home teaching sons how to lead, and mothers being honored for the lives that they see. Imagine elders respected every place they go, passing down wisdom only experience can know. Imagine black people standing together once more, not perfect, but united at the core. That's the dream, not destruction, not division, but healing, building, growing, living. Because our story ain't over, and our greatest chapter can still be written.
Wake up, black people.
The future calling. Wake up, black people.
Wake up, black people.
The ancestors watching. Pop, protect our women, protect our children, protect our elders. Let's rebuild our village.
Wake up,
Wake up, black people. Stand up, black people. Wake up. Rise up, black people. Wake up, before it's too late.
All right. There it is there, man. That's the new Get Down, man, for the Undergroove TV /podcast. That we're going to figure out what the intro would be, that minute 45 for the intro, the minute 45 for the outro. The whole song bomb. I just think that's too long to play, but I think it's worthy, it's needed. I ain't going to do that, though, but fire, man. Let me know what y'all think, man. Go up in YouTube, y'all, and check out. If you don't do nothing else, just listen to the song again, all right? Peace and prosperity to each and every one of y'all, man. It's our time. It's our time, all right? Love, man.
Count the names, count the bodies, count the victory. Cullen Hughes, Hearst, the writing future history. From the Apollo to the borough to the sphere. Where the echo of those Harlem nights still ringing clear. So when they ask what happened in those tenement flats, between the spirituals and where consciousness is at, tell them we transformed suffering to scholarship and song. Tell them we've been telling you we're brilliant all along. The Renaissance will prologue every decade since the sequel. Every black child born's continuation of the people who survived the Middle Passage, survived the Jim Crow laws, and built magnificence from nothing but their vision and their flaws. That's in the sergeant. This is once a less than Hatters, hats, and Mercedes. Please don't you, I can't stop us. Power sensitive, watch you the appeals for bones. Need your data, tropes, and constantly problem when the wedges wanna build the season bait. Now don't get the pause. It's just erasing up the cons. Plead the walk is off the main. Make it on the fans. Turn the neck and love the dirt. Suffer like a kesha. You been from the preaching up on side is each alone. Bitch on the shit and untrue seeing vet someone that buried in some Gary land. Be hell in heaven, you see what the bonavin. You wait something for the marker, make the key to pull the club and saw the bloods to the singer land is carried open stone to keep us lucky on my mother. Break it, generosity for the he and let the peasant be. It's every time we keep a spawn.